Hi there, this is Josh from Literary Gladiators, and today I'm here with a Thoughts from My Library video for June 27th, 2022. I want to start off by apologizing for not being as diligent as far as my videos were concerned. I guess that it was perhaps the right call to release videos accordingly. Which means I may not do twice a week as I promised I would at the beginning of the year, but there will be weeks where I will release several videos in a week, and I have one of those planned for at least next week, and I would like to have several videos up during the month of July. My reading has not been that good. I'm still on the same book that I was reading when I did the TBR dice video. I will be reading those books, but I did not get to them the way that I wanted to. I need to be a little bit more diligent, but there has been a lot going on as far as being able to utilize my time. I think a lot of it just has to do with personal time management that I need to improve. Where I haven't been doing as much reading, I have been able to work on my pre-write. I am working on a novel project. The writing project, I believe I mentioned it in a previous video. It has to do with a Aspergian remembering an aide that they had when they were going to school. And even though the central character gave this aide a hard time when they were at the school, as he looks back, he realizes how much they meant to him. And I want to be able to bring attention to the role that teachers' assistants play in the development of kids, and how even if someone who is neurodivergent needed additional help, the neurodivergent person is able to learn from their experience and succeed, and they recall as to how much, not only how much the aid meant to them, but how thick-skinned the aide is, and how no matter what comes their way, they're going to still do their best to forgive and provide the student with the best possible learning experience and the best possible growing experience. But I'm not going to give away too many details. I know that a lot of people like to give some Easter eggs. There may be some a little here and there, but I really want to concentrate on getting the story together and then encouraging people to read it when and if it becomes ready. I also engaged in some book shopping trips. There will be 6 book hauls coming up. I visited 6 bookstores during my vacation from work. I went to Bookmarked in Whiting. I paid a visit to Ocean City and visited both Bookateria 2 and Sunrose Words and Music. I went to Beachbound Books, which used to be Stone Harbor Bookshop, but they moved to Avalon, which is the shore town north, directly ahead of them on the Barrier Island. And then, speaking of which, I returned to Barrier Island Books and Art, and I will say that I think that they've really stepped things up, and they also opened up a second bookstore in West Cape May. And I highly congratulate Pete, who has been an ongoing supporter since the tough times, we'll call them. And then I also visited Hooked on Books for a 5th time in Wildwood. There will be book hauls for each visit, and I will go into detail as to what I got while I was there. And if you know me, I can definitely I can work my trips around bookstore visits. To me, I'm pretty satisfied with just going down to where I need to go, visiting the bookstores, and then coming home. Especially if I can do it within a day and within a decent span of time. It's nice when I'm able to go out and eat. I mean, when I went to Ocean City, I walked the boardwalk and I took a drive up Route 50 and picked up a cheesecake from Tuckahoe Cheesecake, and it was pretty good. It has a a kick of lemon to it. That's what I've noticed. It has a kick of that lemon zest. But it's a beautiful area, and it has quite a nice selection. You have quite a nice selection of choices as far as Tuckahoe Cheesecake is concerned. Next thing I wanted to do was show you the new camera that I purchased, and I want to thank those that have and continue to support us on our Patreon for making this possible. I'm also going to buy some memory cards and flash drives, which this ongoing support really helps us fund these things. I was going to get the same camera that I got before because it lasted me for nearly 4 years, and I really like how it operates. And it's not like it's not like I'm going to be getting rid of it outright. I do want to keep it like I've kept all of my cameras. This here is my 4th camera that I have, and I can utilize each of them. And I also don't like to erase anything because I like to be able to save the hard footage that I've filmed. Because I couldn't get the camera from before, it wasn't available. Here is the new camera. It is a digital video camera, 2.7K, 2688 by 520 pixels, high definition, 42 megapixels, still image recording. It does come with the microphone, with the switch. On the other one, the switch fell off, so I have to pretty much with a very delicate finger movement go up and down. But this one has a cover on it, slides out, and this one has, you got to tie it on, or you got to unwind it, but it does eventually go on. Switch on, switch off. This has a cover, which I probably will utilize. I just got to remember to remove the cover, because I'm not Patrick from SpongeBob, who filmed a video with the entire film that they tried to put together, ended up leaving the cover on. I'm going to do my best to keep everything in place, even though if it doesn't do any damage, I might keep it as it is out of convenience, but it comes with 2 batteries, and from the shape that from this shape, it is in a very similar shape as what I currently have, so it would be great if I would be able to... It would be great if I can utilize the ones that I have as well, so that I'll have something ongoing and I can film as much as possible, knowing that I'll have a battery to rely on. And it also comes with a battery for the microphone, right here. I'm also going to check on the memory cards to see that they work, because if they do, I'll be loaded there as well. I mean, I'm going to load myself even more, because I want to stockpile on memory cards and flash drives, because I'm thinking that the prices are going to be jacked up like everything else too. But this was all made possible by the support of our patrons. Next, I want to talk about things that are going on with the state of the channel. We have 8 more discussions that will be released. Ideally, the last discussion will be released in August. Once we get everything edited and ready to go, it will be released. I would like to have a double header or so during the next few weeks, but we have to do what is achievable. And the way that the editing is going right now, Dominica does the editing for the general discussions, the patron-exclusive videos, and we also want to put together a Meet the Contributors, or a contributor credit reel, where it's a video that is a slide of all 24 contributors that are currently on board for this channel. I currently edit my own videos and individual videos from anyone that does not edit their own. I film and edit for Dan, Charlie, and Rennie. Some of the others send me hard footage. The ones that, and then there's others that just send me their edited video. In many cases, it's the ones that currently have booktube channels they're active booktubers, but they're also contributors to this channel, which I really like that idea of having contributors that have a second avenue, and I like to be able to provide it for them, because these are people that I highly admire, respect, and it's just an honor and a delight to work with them. We have a great team of people, and of all kinds. We have people that have been on the show, the physical show, people that I interact with in person, booktubers, backstage recruits. We have a Goodreads reviewer as well, and I want to be able, sometime during the fall, I want to go forward with 2023, and I want to have anybody that's interested, that's contributing now, join that team, and I'm also planning to expand the team with more contributors from those with many of the avenues that I've been able to explore. I might even try and encourage some people that haven't really submitted for a while to get back on board and contribute to our channel as a gladiator. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to follow through with our group videos. I want to make sure that we can do something that is achievable. And my priorities right now are making sure that the remaining discussions are edited and ready to go. I also want to make sure that that we're following through with our individual videos and releasing the best possible and most fulfilling content. I do want to get back to group videos. I want to have I do want to have people together and we film some group content, and we are going to be filming some patron exclusive content so that we are able to follow through with our commitments as far as what we release when we reach our milestones, the first one being $50 per month. But I think that once we're finished with the general discussions, having them edited and released, I think that we'll have some group meetings where we film content there. And I think we're going to be filming them, for the most part, if Dominica's okay with it, at Dominica's, because we have a lot going on at my place right now. I mean, I'll still be filming individual videos here, and I'll be having some people over to film some of their individual videos. And we probably will do some filming here at some point. But I think that when we get to group videos, we'll do it in that. We'll probably do more so at Dominica's if it's okay with her. On the topic of Patreon, we're more than halfway toward our first milestone of $50 per month. And when we reach that milestone, we will be releasing 6 patron-exclusive videos, plus a patron-exclusive Q&A. We're going to be looking for questions. Anybody that is a patron that wishes to submit questions, I'll leave something there for them to submit them. And then hopefully, once we get to our first milestone, there will be motivation to achieve the others, because I really want to do especially the one with the DIY, where you get to pick your contributor and vote on the work that they either review or discuss. I have the goals listed on our Patreon page, and I updated that so it goes up even further, and it covers our first 9 milestones. I have 13 of them in mind for now. I mean, ultimately, there's going to be it's going to be ongoing, so that we can continue to incentivize and motivate and provide viewers with the content in exchange. As for me, I have a lot more videos that are planned for during the month of July. I will be doing a discussion with Larry about the buddy read that we're working on. I have 3 books that I'm reading afterward. And then I'm also planning to read 2 standard plays, a short play, a short story, and a poem. I'm going to decide which ones I read in the weeks to come, probably when I finish the works at hand. And I do want to tape some more patron-exclusive videos, in particular one of the recipes that we have in mind for the $100 per month milestone. But to incentivize for the $50 per month milestone, we did film our 4 science experiments and 2 games of Jenga, and those were fun. We had a fun time filming them, and those games of Jenga were a blast. So it'll definitely be something that the patrons will enjoy. I'm going to leave it at that as far as personal thoughts from my library are concerned. I I'd be interested to hear how all of you are doing. If you've been reading anything good, and what your summer plans are, or if you're from if you live south of the equator and you're a viewer, what your winter plans are. But I want to leave everybody with a reminder to just care for one another and love one another, be kind to one another, and I know that exterior sources have been depicting moments of hatred and impatience and an intolerance for people within the general population. Don't allow the mentions of what's going on in your surroundings to influence any kind of decision you may have. You may not be happy with those around you, but please do your best to understand them and love them and be kind to them, and be a person that doesn't allow an intense world that's trying to take things away from you and to make you, to monger misery into you. Don't let them monger misery into you, because they've done their best to monger misery into people like myself. But don't let them do that. Be as positive as you can possibly be. And and I encourage people to create the example that they want out of this world. And I want to remind all of my viewers that I care heavily for each of you. I really appreciate the interaction that we've had in this community. One of my favorite things to do is, when I'm watching BookTube, is digest everything that's being said and leave as thoughtful a comment as possible. So that possibly we can engage in an extended conversation. And I really admire the fact that I'm able to interact with people from around the world that are different in so many ways, but we all share a common interest in books, reading, literature, and this translates into being great thinkers and strengthening our empathy. And that's why I love BookTube. And I highly encourage anybody that takes part in the BookTube community to take advantage of the ability to strengthen their critical thinking and strengthen their empathy, and just admire the fact that they are surrounded by people that are striving to do the same. And I want to let all of you know that you guys mean a lot to me, and I want to thank you for tuning into this video in what in the Eastern time zone is Monday night. But I hope you check out some more videos from my contributors and I, because my contributors are doing a spectacular job. Take care and keep reading.